then if you're not protecting it, that bad intention, that good intention, will be deviated. And so, the Naqshbandi way, it is always to look at your foundation, to look at your intention, to look at the real root, not to look at the tree or the fruit or the leaves or how nice it is. Look at the foundation, look at the root. Is it healthy or is it not healthy? You can fool millions of people, but you cannot fool yourself. If you're busy doing that, then you're going to understand certain things. What are you going to understand? Whether you're sincere or not. What are you going to understand? You're going to understand that you're a servant, that you are helpless and you're weak. What are you going to understand? That you are a weak, disobedient one, always asking Allah for forgiveness and support from the Holy Ones. So you can start with a good intention. Shaitan will rush to take that good intention to become bad. And there are people who start with a good intention and it becomes bad. When does it become bad? When you're not checking to see, this is my intention. Is it right? Can I make this intention better? This intention, does it fit to this action? This action, does it fit to this intention? Love. Everyone's saying, I love you. I love you. Does the action fit to the intention? Words, love. Does it fit? According to which criteria? So, it's easy when you're just continuing like that. Tariqat is the only one that makes you to stop and go back, stop, go back, stop, dig deep, and understand. That's why it is difficult. That's why it is heavy for people. Because that one is going to say, I do so much, and he yell at me. I serve so much, and this is how they treat me. Don't you know, I did so many things, and this is how people, this is what they do to me. Now looking to see the servant. You're saying you're a servant. What is a servant? Oh, I'm going to be a servant to Allah, not a servant to these people. You cannot be a servant to the people. You cannot be a servant to Allah. The one who serves, that one is an Effendi. If he's not serving, he's not Effendi. What, you think the Effendi is the one that everyone serves him? The Holy Prophet ﷺ, can anyone say that they serve him? He is in need of anything except for his Lord? No. Yet he serves. His whole purpose is to serve. To serve the Ummah, serving Allah. So if we remember this, then every hardship that comes to you, so you say, I'm just a servant. Yeah. Servants, sometimes they curse at servants, no? Especially you look at, let's say, Pakistan or India or all these kinds of countries that they have servants. Even here in America. You call them domestic workers or this. People look down on them. So, people look down on you. You're saying you're a servant? So what? They curse at you. You say you're a servant. So what? They curse at servants. Why you want to become like a lord? To those ones, yes. That means every hardship now that is going to come to a servant, you're going to understand this is going to make me to become better. It's going to make me to become a better one. Problem is when this The servant is thinking that he is the Lord. That's when the problem comes. They shouldn't be doing this to me. They shouldn't be doing that to me. How are they? You're going to be busy with yourself. That's how it is. Servants in a house, they're only busy with the things that they're supposed to do. And so, coming back to that, servanthood. How are you going to serve to each other? You serve, you say, I have so many people, but never they are the same. This one is different, this one is different, this one is different, this one is different. You say you're serving, you're going to find out what they need. Because the service to this one is different from the service to that one. Service to that one is different from the service to this one. You're not going to treat them all the same. You're going to see what is it that that one needs, what is it that I can give. Then you're serving. This one, maybe he needs a smile. He doesn't need $1,000. You're going to give him a smile. That's what this is serving. You don't like it. Well, you're not a servant. This one, he doesn't need your smile. He needs some help. You understand? To find out what people need. That itself is a marifat in these days. Because people are very selfish. They don't see what other people they need and how people they feel. They're only very, very, very busy with how they themselves are feeling. They don't look to see what is making that one happy, what is making that one sad. What can I do? Very busy with their own families, with their own business, with their own work. Then, whatever that is you're going to be busy with is not going to bring you any happiness too. It's not. When you are lifting away, helping other people, their heaviness, that is how the lightness is going to come to you. You yourself, you have heaviness. You take away the heaviness from that one. You help. You'll become light. Because that one that put the heaviness on you, or sees the heaviness on you, you think he doesn't have the power to take it away. People are too busy with their own heaviness. Coming here, looking at me. So angry. Should not be. Say, I'm being sincere, I'm not being fake, I'm not going to be happy. Oh, really? You can say that because you still have your health, you still have your wealth, you still have all those things, the real things. Let it all be taken away from you. Then we're going to say. It is enough that now we know what is going on. The rest of the world, to believers, it is enough. It is enough now to say whatever is going on that, and then what is happening with us. Oh, we cannot compare. We have to say astaghfirullah. As we are speaking, millions, they're getting raped, they're getting tortured. Others are made to look what they are. Those things are committed to them. They cannot even look away. They cannot have nothing. They just have to look. And so-called Muslim rulers are supporting this. They cannot say nothing. They don't want to say anything. To even say, they should be changing with their hands. Those are the ones that have the power in their hands. They're not. They cannot even speak with their tongue. Those are the lowest form of faith. There's no faith. As a ruler, if you cannot change, it's finished. For us, we cannot do anything. We may say, it makes us, according to your level of faith, also very angry. Then look to see what is happening around yourself and around others. Then you're going to understand a little bit more. Because for the man, passion Allah has put in us. If you're not going to put passion in the way of haqq, He's going to put you to go through hell with the passion in the way of batil. Then the smallest thing that is going to happen to you is going to put you to hell. Smallest thing. That's why especially first world countries, they punish everyone that way. You don't have a heart, you don't feel, then Allah is going to make you to feel even the smallest thing that happens to you, your heart is going to shake. You're not going to find peace. Correct or no? Anxiety. It's coming especially to people that they are very tyrant. It all concerns the heart, don't you see? And so, we should learn from this. We should not be busy. Then, that time you're going to live understanding, living as a believer. It's not one thorn that is pricking one believer from another side of the world. It's more than that. Then where is our heart going to be? Are we feeling that? And what are we asking? And so, yes, terrible things are happening in this world. Horrible things are happening in this world. Very bad. To the believers. And more they're pushing us to forget and to be drunk in this dunya. And there is no reminding. Any one of you is going to remind that this dunya is wonderful, understand it's from shaitan. Anyone who's going to tell you this world is wonderful, this life is wonderful, is from shaitan. Nothing they learn from the prophets, nothing they learn from the saints. No prophet and no saint says this life is wonderful. Especially now. Yeah, it's wonderful to you because you're not going through it. You think it's great because you're vacationing all the time, running here and there. But if you have peace, those things are not going to bring you any happiness anyway. You're going to see that this kind of happiness is not. Your happiness lies now in taking away the heaviness and the darkness of people. Every prophet came to do that. Every saint, they came to do that. You're not running to lift the burdens of others, and you think this world is wonderful, and you're going everywhere just to get the happiness. Your heart is already sealed. Because Allah is not happy with this world. This is the time of Dajjal. What are you going to be busy with? Some they're busy with. We're busy with Akhirat, you understand? We're busy with matters of Akhirat. Some they're saying we should be busy with learning. It only takes you. After you die, Sharia doesn't apply anymore. It doesn't. You can't even pray 5 times a day, cannot? In Tariqah, it teach us what is needed beyond the grave. Now, if you're going to take these words and you're going to twist and he's saying don't learn anything and just that, then that time your mind is twisted to think that way. Up to you. But as we said before, we are concentrating to look. Just to have a look, just to have the ability to look into our hearts and to understand what is in our heart, understand what is good and what is bad, and to take it out, what is bad. Just to have that is marifat in these days. So, last few nights of this month of Safar, who can say the curses, they're not raining? In these days, you don't have to wait till the month of Safar for the curse to fall. You're going to see curses falling in the month of the Prophet. Not because it's falling because of the month. It's falling because people are cursed and they're pulling the curses of Allah. So, we should run away from those kinds of people, those kinds of thinking, those kinds of circles. We are not sealing ourselves to say, oh, we're not going to look at the real world and just be in a drunk station. No. We have to look. We have to say, Astaghfirullah. We have to look and we have to say, Ya Rabbi, please end this zulm soon. We have to say, Ya Rabbi, this zulm that is happening in this world right now, it is more important than my own pain or my own happiness. That way you start thinking now, the way that the saints and the prophets, they are thinking. You think they put their own pain or their own happiness before? No. Then see what Allah is going to send in the way of happiness. Then see what Allah is going to send in the way of the pain. Then everything, the happiness and the pain to you is the same thing too. Because everything is pushing you to come closer to Allah. Then you're not going to say, this is good or this is bad. That is the meaning that saints are saying, there is no good or bad. Because everything is coming from Allah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq, al-Fatiha.